Have you ever scrolled through pictures of the deep sea and just felt a shiver run down your spine? You see these bizarre, almost alien-looking creatures and wonder, why do they look so unsettling? The deeper we go, the weirder they get. It's like nature's horror movie down there. But what if I told you that their strange, even creepy, appearances have nothing to do with scaring us? In fact, they are some of the most sophisticated and brilliant survival strategies on our planet. These creatures are masters of adaptation, living in an environment so extreme it's almost beyond our imagination. So today, let's dive deep, past the sunlight and into the abyss, to uncover the secrets behind the wonderfully weird designs of deep-sea life. It's a story of pressure, darkness, and the relentless struggle for survival. First, let's talk about the single most defining feature of the deep ocean, the pressure. Imagine the weight of a truck pressing down on every single square inch of your body. Now imagine dozens of trucks. That's the kind of crushing force we're talking about. At the bottom of the Mariana Trench, the pressure is over 1,000 times what we experience at sea level. If we sent a submarine down there without a specially reinforced hull, it would implode in an instant. So how do fragile living things survive? The secret is they don't fight the pressure, they give in to it. Unlike us, with our rigid bones and air-filled cavities like lungs, many deep-sea creatures have soft, gelatinous bodies. Think of the blobfish. It looks like a grumpy, melted blob on land, but in its natural high-pressure habitat, that gooey body is what keeps it alive. The water pressure inside its body is the same as the pressure outside, creating a perfect equilibrium. There's no pressure difference to crush it. They are mostly made of water with very few bones, if any. This allows them to be literally squishy and flexible, perfectly built to withstand a weight that would turn our own skeletons to dust. So that blobby look isn't a flaw, it's a superpower. Now let's turn off the lights. Because that's exactly what happens as you descend into the ocean. The sunlight that powers almost all life on the surface quickly fades. Below about 200 meters, you enter the twilight zone, where only faint blue light penetrates. Go deeper, past 1,000 meters, and you're in the midnight zone. Here, there is no sunlight at all. It is a world of absolute eternal night. And life has had to come up with some incredible ways to navigate this darkness. Let's start with the eyes. In the twilight zone, where there's still a sliver of light to be found, you'll see creatures with enormous tubular eyes. The burrell eye fish is a perfect example, with its transparent head and giant, upward-facing eyes that act like super-sensitive telescopes, scanning the water above for the silhouettes of prey against the faint light. But what happens when you go even deeper, into total blackness? Well, for some, eyes become useless. Many creatures in the abyss have tiny vestigial eyes, or no eyes at all. Why waste energy on an organ that can't see anything? Instead, they rely on other senses like touch, smell, and the ability to detect faint vibrations and electrical fields in the water. They become masters of navigating a world they cannot see. But here's where it gets really spectacular. If there's no light from the sun, why not just make your own? This is bioluminescence, the ability of living things to produce light, and in the deep sea, it is the language of life. It's estimated that up to 90% of deep-sea animals can create their own light, and they do it for all sorts of reasons. The most famous example is the anglerfish. That iconic dangling lure glowing in the dark isn't just for show, it's a deadly trap. Smaller fish are drawn to the mesmerizing light, thinking it's a tiny meal, only to be snapped up by the anglerfish's huge, waiting jaws. Bioluminescence is also used for communication. Different flashes and patterns can be used to attract a mate in the vast darkness, like a secret code only your species understands. And it's a brilliant defense mechanism. Some squid and shrimp can release a cloud of glowing liquid, just like an ink cloud, to dazzle and confuse a predator while they make a quick escape. It's a biological fireworks show happening thousands of feet below the surface, a vibrant, silent language spoken in bursts of light. Besides making their own light, deep-sea creatures have another clever trick for the darkness: invisibility. How do you hide in a world with no shadows? One way is to be transparent. Many jellyfish and shrimp in the deep sea are almost completely see-through. A predator can't eat what it can't see. But there's another, even stranger method. Many deep-sea animals are red. This seems counterintuitive, right? A bright red color should make you stand out. But not down there. See, red is the first color of the light spectrum to be absorbed by water. In the deep sea, where only blue light penetrates, if any, there is no red light to reflect off a red animal. Without red light, a red object appears black. So being bright red is actually a form of deep sea camouflage. A red shrimp swimming in the midnight zone is effectively invisible to any predator that might be using its own bioluminescent headlights to hunt. It's an incredible trick of physics and biology, turning a vibrant color into a cloak of invisibility. Of course, the other great challenge of the deep is finding food. The sunlit surface is teeming with plankton, the base of the food web. But in the deep, food is incredibly scarce. Most of it comes from marine snow, a slow, continuous shower of dead organic material sinking from the waters above. It's like living off crumbs falling from a banquet happening miles above your head. This scarcity has driven some of the most extreme evolutionary designs. Take the fangtooth fish. Its name says it all. It has the largest teeth of any fish in the ocean relative to its body size. They're so long it can't even close its mouth completely. Why? Because when you finally encounter a meal, you absolutely cannot let it get away. You need to guarantee the catch. You'll also see creatures with enormous, expandable stomachs and massive mouths, like the gulper eel, which can swallow prey much larger than itself. You never know when your next meal will come, so you have to be prepared to take whatever you can get, no matter the size. To survive the long waits between meals, many deep-sea animals also have incredibly slow metabolisms. They move slowly, conserve energy, and live life in the ultimate slow lane, waiting patiently for their next opportunity in the endless dark. So let's resurface and think about what we've learned. Those strange gelatinous bodies? They're for surviving the immense pressure. Those giant eyes are no eyes at all? Adaptations to a world of fading light and total darkness. The eerie, glowing lights? That's the language of hunting, mating, and defense. And those terrifying mouths with needle-sharp teeth? They're a necessary tool in a world where every meal is a rare treasure. Every feature that we might find creepy or bizarre is a brilliant solution to an impossible problem. These creatures aren't monsters from a nightmare. They are survivors, honed by millions of years of evolution to thrive in one of the most hostile environments on our planet. Their strangeness is a testament to the sheer ingenuity and resilience of life. What seems alien to us is perfectly normal and absolutely essential for survival in a world we were not built for. It reminds us that our perspective is just one of many, and that the deep ocean holds wonders that challenge our very definition of what life can be. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive. If you found this as fascinating as I do, hit that like button and subscribe for more adventures into the unknown. Let me know in the comments which deep-sea creature you find the most wonderfully weird. See you next time.